Rome wasn't built in a day, and it also was not destroyed in a day. Hi, my name is Precious, and one of my bachelor's of sciences is in psychology. Let's talk more about this phrase. When we hear the saying that Rome wasn't built in a day, it reminds us that greatness takes time. It's these consistent effort that compound over time, leading to the results that we are yearning for. But it's also important to remember that Rome wasn't destroyed in a day. This was a compound effect of bad decisions, the cracks that were ignored. It's important to realize that the buildup of our life and the destruction of our lives happens slowly over time. And sometimes we don't even notice it unless we focus and make the conscious decision to analyze or reflect in our life on a consistent basis. Just like success takes time, destruction does so as well. So if you went through a really hard time in your life and it feels like everything just collapsed, don't blame the destruction of your life in that current moment on that situation. Life doesn't just unravel because of a single moment or a single person, just like Rome did not collapse in one day. So if you've gone through a toxic relationship and you feel like your life went downhill after the relationship, don't blame your life going downhill solely on that relationship. Just like Rome wasn't destroyed in a day, it was due to the accumulations of cracks that went unnoticed. So in our lives, it might be because of the boundaries you let slide, the self-doubt you carried with you before the relationship, before you even entered that relationship, or even the times that you neglected yourself. Although this might feel like a hard time, but it's also a chance for you to grow and for you to rebuild yourself. Quick personal example, I remember when I was going through a really hard time in my life, and after this thing had happened, I was like, why is my life falling apart? Like, I was just blaming this one person because of how my life was turning out. But when I took a moment to self-reflect and analyze on why this was happening, I had realized that months before I even entered this situation, I was doubting myself. Months before I'd even entered this situation with this individual, I was neglecting myself, my values, my worth, the principles that I carry and that I have. So it wasn't just because of this person. The process of my life having cracks in it actually occurred before I even entered this situation with this individual. But regardless, my story did not end there. After a hard season or a difficult season in your life, there is light at the end of your tunnel. I know because I have seen that light in my life as well. Because I was able to analyze and find the root cause of that issue, I started working on myself. I started rebuilding myself slowly, daily, one by one, laying those bricks by bricks. And now I've evolved into a better person than I was in the past, and I'm growing each and every single day. But because I was able to learn from the lessons of my past, and like the phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day and it wasn't destroyed in a day, this is why it's so important to constantly self-reflect and analyze your life to make sure that there are cracks that you're not ignoring, because if you ignore those cracks, it can lead to the destruction of your dreams, your goals, and your future. So keep on going. Stop blaming people for how your life turned out, okay? And just work on yourself. Use it as an opportunity for growth. You got this. I am cheering you on.